Hi, I'm Dave. I'm a 59-year-old autistic white male living in Alaska. I'm making this video to invite you along on my journey. What I have realized is that my health has gotten to a point where it's critical. I need to do something in order to give reason and value to the life that I have. I've always had medical issues. I'm an asthmatic. I've always had trouble with things. I have an autoimmune disorder. But lately, a couple of things have happened. And since COVID, I've had an increase in some issues. Related to the autoimmune disorder, I have a ton of allergies. I have a restrictive diet: no dairy, no gluten, no yeast, no nuts. There's a couple of things that are questionable, but those are right out. And since I had COVID or the COVID vaccine or whatever, and I'm not coming down on either side of this issue, I'm just recognizing this is part of my journey. My autistic symptoms have increased dramatically, and my allergies have gone through the roof. I live in one of the most beautiful places on the face of this earth, here in Alaska. It is amazing. We have the most wonderful outdoors. But if I spend more than 10 or 15 minutes in the out of doors, I'm sick for days. Now, this isn't totally new for me. It was always understood before. If I was staying with my brother and he would mow the lawn, we had to close all the windows and everything before he mowed the lawn. Or I spent 3 hours in a cold shower trying to make it so that I could keep my eyes open. This is the reality of my experience. But since COVID, these have all escalated to the point where I have literally been a shut-in in my own home for about the last 3 years. Because of this, I've had an exacerbation of some health issues. I've gained weight. My cholesterol has gone through the roof. I am now having neuropathy in that I've plugged my arteries and stuff enough with cholesterol that I'm starting to lose feeling in my feet. I mean, this has actually reached a point where it's deadly because of the weight. I've also experienced some things. I've got a hiatal hernia to the point where now if I eat too much or I eat something that's a little bit too spicy, I will begin to vomit until the point where I've started coughing up, vomiting up blood. So I recognize that my body is at a point where I am in a very dangerous situation and my ability to do things about it is limited. I do have an exercise machine in my house. I have weights. I try to do these things. But the truth is, if you live as a shut-in, it's not really easy to go ahead and keep these things up in a healthy way. So one of the things I'm probably going to have to do is I need to get things in order. I probably need to move from Alaska to a desert or a seacoast place where there are less things that I have allergies to. But what I want to do is I want to invite whoever would find this valuable to join me on my journey. Not necessarily to save my life. I'm not sure if my body's at a point where it can be saved. But I want to make the most of the life that I have left. There are things that I have to share. Everyone has things to share. Everyone has things to communicate. They know things that nobody else does. One of the other things is being autistic and being able to communicate the way I do. I am a mental health counselor. I help people communicate and understand, but I do this from a place where no one could understand me. When I was growing up, my autism and things like this left me at a place where I don't understand, see the world, or talk about the world the way other people do. So I learned to communicate through analogies and stories and do this. But I learned to really listen to other people. And the one gift that I bring to my counseling is the fact that I often listen to people better than they listen to themselves. I don't know that I listen to myself that much better than other people listen to themselves. But I've learned to listen to other people. I can help, I can share, I can give you what I've learned. But as I speak it, as I share it, I do it in a way that not many people get. And that's okay. If I can put what I have out into the world, other people can take it, use it, adapt it. One person will get one thing, one person will get another. And if I share enough of this, then I can make the world better in whatever time I have left. Now, it is also my belief that if I do this, I will probably live longer. I believe that having a reason to live is just as important to staying alive as having things together physically. Now, I'm still going to get medical help. I've just connected. I set up an appointment today with one of the best healers I've ever worked with. And if she allows me to share her information in this story, I will do this eventually. But for right now, what I'm going to do to the best of my ability is record and share my journey of making a difference with the life that I have. And I will share how that affects me physically, emotionally, socially, and frankly, that scares the hell out of me. As an autistic individual, avoiding public punishment for being different or wrong is one of the primary goals of my existence. And I'm going to stop that now. And what I'm going to do now is share with you what I have. You can ridicule, make fun, you can accuse me of being wrong, prejudiced, hateful. I don't care what you say. What I care is that I give the information out, the best that I have, in the best way that I have, knowing that I'm wrong in almost every case because I'm human, and humans don't have enough information to be right on a regular basis, and that's okay. I want to share that gift of being okay to be wrong and still valuable with everyone I can to the best of my ability for the rest of my life. If you've watched this all the way to the end, I welcome you to my journey, and I hope that I give you something that makes your life more valuable and meaningful. Thanks.